Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're continuing on the series of multiplication and we'll be looking at the topic of multiplication by a single digit. We'll be looking at one example today and we'll be going over 4 different methods of multiplication. In our example, we have Skylar, who is hosting a dinner party at a venue that can hold 35 tables. There are 8 people that will be sitting at each table and we want to know how many people will be at the dinner party. So we'll be using 4 methods today to work out this particular sum. So I'll be multiplying 35 by 8. So the first thing, or the first method that we'll be using is factor pairs. So 35 multiplied by 8, I'll look at the factor pairs of 35. So we have 1, 5, 7 and 35. So I'm going to use 5 and 7 as the factors for the factor pairs. So 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 8. In the next one, I swapped the 8 and the 7 out. So 5 multiplied by 8 is going to give me 40. And 40 multiplied by 7 is going to give me 280. So the second method that we'll be using today is known as the halving and doubling method. So in this method, I'm going to keep on doubling the 35 and I'm going to keep halving the 8. So 70, so 35, I doubled 35 in the first line and I halved 8. So I ended up with 70 multiplied by 4. In the second line, I doubled 70, I got 140 and I halved 4, which is 2. And then the last line, I doubled 140, which is 280, and halved 2, which gave me 1. And anything multiplied by 1 is equal to itself, which means that my answer will be 280. The third method that we'll be using is known as the grouping method. So I will take the number 35 and I'll break it up into its place value. So 30 plus 5. So I've used expanded notation to expand the numbers. The next part that I'll be doing is I'm going to multiply 30 by 8. 30 multiplied by 8 gives me an answer of 240. The next thing I'll do is I will multiply 5 by 8, which will give me 40. The last thing that happens in this one is I will take the two numbers, so 240, and I'll add the 40 to it, and I'll get my answer of 280. The last method that we'll be using is known as the column method. So I'll take the 35 and underneath it I will multiply it by 8. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work from right to left. So we're first going to multiply our unit and then our 10. So 5 multiplied by 8 is 40. So I'll add my 0 and I'll put my 4 on top of the 3. 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. And if I add the 4, I'll get 280. That's all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and like this video and subscribe to the channel.